For certain eligible persons seeking a green card through self-petition, the national interest waiver is a desirable alternative. Without a work offer, you can apply for a green card via the national interest waiver. Today we will be talking about national interest waiver. Before we begin, please like and subscribe. What is national interest waiver? A tempting alternative to the employer-sponsored green card, which may be a very drawn-out and difficult process, is the national interest waiver. Many businesses are reluctant to use this method to sponsor foreign workers for green cards. For those who meet the requirements, there is also the alternative of self-petitioning for a green card without a work offer. The national interest waiver is the specific technique for doing this that will be discussed. In order to be granted this designation, you must effectively show that your presence is essential to national interests, more particularly, that it is in the national interest of the United States. A permanent labor certification from the Department of Labor is typically required before an employer can hire a non-citizen. This document demonstrates that there are no qualified U.S. workers available for the position, and that their employment won't have a negative impact on similarly employed U.S. workers. However, if doing so serves the interests of the United States, the non-citizen may request a waiver of both the employment offer and the labor certification. Individuals who request a national interest waiver must provide proof of an advanced degree or exceptional ability in addition to meeting 3 criteria that USCIS uses to decide, at its discretion, whether it is in the nation's best interest to waive the labor certification requirement of a job offer. The 3 criteria USCIS takes into account when deciding whether to grant a national interest waiver are whether the applicant's proposed endeavor has substantial merit and national significance, the applicant is in a good position to advance the proposed endeavor, and it would be advantageous for the United States to waive the requirements for a job offer and, consequently, a permanent labor certification. 1. You must qualify under the EB2 immigrant category. Either you must possess an advanced degree as a professional or exhibit what is referred to as special skill in order to meet the first threshold of NIW. The following must be demonstrated in order to be considered an advanced degree professional. Your intended field of employment must necessitate an advanced degree. Additionally, you must have an advanced degree, any degree that is higher than a bachelor degree, or a baccalaureate degree plus 5 years of progressive job experience in the industry. Additionally, you may be eligible for the NIW based on exceptional talent, which can be established by meeting at least 3 of the criteria below: 10 years of continuous work in your field, degree authorization to practice your profession, participation in professional organizations, compensation that displays extraordinary talent in the form of a salary, peers, authorities, or professional business organizations recognizing your accomplishments and important contributions to your area. 2. Your proposed endeavor in the U.S. must have substantial merit and national importance. For the national interest waiver to be granted, your proposed project must have both significant merit and national significance. In order for an activity to be considered to have substantial merit, it must benefit and contribute to one or more significant national goals, which can vary depending on the subject of study. Expert advice letters are frequently used by lawyers to vouch for a petitioner's proposed actions' considerable merit. The proposed project must have a national scope and be worthwhile. It must be shown that the petitioner's proposed project would have a long-term positive impact on the welfare of the United States, not simply a small group of persons. If the proposed project involves research, for instance, the government might want to ensure that the research will have broad implications. For instance, advanced medical research, physics research, and mathematical research can all be demonstrated to have both substantial merit and national importance. One approach for researchers to demonstrate this is by showing a large number of citations, typically more than in the 90th percentile or higher. 3. You must be well positioned to advance the proposed endeavor. To be eligible for a waiver based on national interest, you must also show that you are in a position to progress your proposed project. Your education, a track record of professional achievement, a plan for future activities, interest from pertinent parties, or in-depth documentation of any progress made toward realizing your proposed enterprise can all serve as evidence of this. Conclusion: you could be better able to determine if you might qualify for the NIW now that we've outlined the precise requirements for admission and described what a successful applicant might resemble. The NIW falls under the EB2 category and is a fantastic choice for people looking to immigrate to the US without a job offer. You can apply for a green card on your own through the NIW, as well as on behalf of any minor children who are not married to you. That's a wrap for today's video. What are your thoughts on our list? Let us know in the comments section below. And make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates.